Are they trending? I don't know, but they're trending for my feed. So basically, Mitchy Brusco, Andy Anderson, Dan Corrigan, Maurio McCoy. I don't know if you guys noticed it recently, but they're all doing like trick tips on frontside flips. And like, I never liked my frontside flips. Like even from when I was super young, I kind of did the more like Muska, and I've always wanted to do the more Ange Reynolds style. And it was really in the last like few months that I started really putting effort into like trying to change the way that I do them. And yeah, it just so happens that all these guys are talking about how to do them. So thanks to them, I've learned some nuggets along the way. So in this video, I'm going to basically walk you through some of the things that I've learned in the last few months while practicing how to do them and through the videos that I've seen. But basically one of the craziest things that unlocked for me was knowing where to flick on the board. And this was actually recently in the Mitchy Brusco, the Skate IQ and Andy Anderson video. Andy was pointing out this area here on the board is like a dead zone, and nothing actually happens here. And you can feel it when sometimes you go to do frontside flips, you flick there, and you either land primo or it only flips halfway. Yeah, because that's the dead zone. You can't get anything there. That's why you do kick flips from here. So frontside flips you actually do from here. If you're goofy, here if you're regular. Obviously, like some people do them up here. I know like Reynolds does them up here and stuff like that. But for me, this has helped me quite a bit to do them. So I'm gonna try and do a few frontside flips.
That's quite interesting because when I do my frontside flips, I do them like down here.
You flick them there?
Yeah,
really?
Like almost like a hard flip.
No way.
Yeah, it's a
so
bit
do you
different.
start with your foot like quite low then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think like this, all this here is the same concave, right? So
yeah.
Technically, wherever you flick here is.
Mine's more like a Muska flip.
Yeah, okay.
Like hard flip from 180.
Yeah, that's kind of how I used to do them, right? More Muska 180.
Yeah, you want like that kick flip, like Reynolds style.
Exactly, yeah. So I'll try and do a few here and see how they feel. All right, the camera curse. Watch me just butcher this.
First try?
Well, I actually didn't like the way that one felt, but
still first try.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Actually, I'm gonna come this way. This feels like awkward. That was a perfect example of that ghost zone where I went to go flick, and if you're not like precise, it's just gonna roll over and you'll land on it upside down.
Ooh.
Yeah, it happened again.
Ghost zone?
The ghost zone.
The ghost zone.
Oh, all right, another little nugget. I call them nuggets, but they're like pieces to the puzzle that make a trick, which I'm not doing, which is kind of preloading my body and opening up my shoulders as I'm popping, which I'm not doing. I'm kind of staying a little more square. That's what it feels like at least, and then trying to rotate it in the air. But then you end up fighting you fight your hips.
Yeah.
So you need to like lead with your shoulders. So let's try that again. That's the hard thing, is like going through the checklist before you do the trick and making sure you do each one.
That was a good one.
Better. See, I'm still like not fully rotating.
Still kind of like Muska-ish.
Yeah, they're still, they don't feel.
It's like almost like a hard flip style.
It's definitely a hybrid of both. That's not my best example of one.
I like them that way more.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Just to me, like visually, it just looks way cooler than like a kick flip and then like rotate.
Oh, interesting.
But to each its own, right?
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the day, it's about how it feels under your feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not fully rotating. Dude, I never do flat ground up here, and it's like throwing me off. Maybe it's just the camera pressure. Another thing, which actually Maurio McCoy pointed out, was that it's more of a front shove as opposed to a 180.
All right.
Which is like, I find hard to get my head around. But I was actually watching a video of Dan Corrigan's where Andy was doing them. I just like screen recorded it and slowed it down. his back foot is like kind of over here, so that when he pops, he like scoops it like that, like a front shove. So let's try it.
That's interesting, because when I do it, I just try to like pop it in front of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kind of front shove-ish, but it's like you're kind of kicking down at an angle.
Right, yeah.
It's like I said, like a hard flip style.
Well, the front shove will help them put in the position where you can like kind of flick off that side rail, right?
Yeah.
Woo. Dude, I'm just hitting that ghost zone.
And the go zone's like up at the top where the nose is, right?
The ghost zone is like in there.
Yeah.
Because like you do your kick flips here, there's concave here, right?
Yeah.
This is like super flat, and like basically that's when it only will half flip. Of course I'm just butchering them. Man. The struggles of learning a new trick. Some days like you're like, oh, I kind of unlocked something, they're feeling good, and then other days they don't.
That's why skateboarding is one of the hardest sports.
Yeah, that's what they say. Or that's just what skaters say to make themselves feel better. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong there.
What are you doing?
So I'm like trying to like bring my knee up too high, and I'm not putting enough weight in the front foot. That's actually a point that my buddy Andre pointed out, was that I'm like too far back. And when you're too far back in the back seat of your trick, you can't put like even distribution over both feet, which is what gives you that like control and pop and that snap. And also being at like the balls are like on your toes, right? Which gives it that like pressure point.
Yeah.
That one kind of flipped. All right, let's land one here, a clean one, and then I'm gonna give you a tip on what I learned from Dan Corrigan, or what he says to do. Oh my God. I love that. Before I started filming, I landed like a few of them.
Oh, I know. You had them like good. It's the camera pressure, bro. You got it. Oh, that was it.
Okay. She flicking. Oh, that one, I don't know if you could see in the video, but I really wound up before popping.
Yeah.
And then when I went to pop, I was already like open and on my way frontside.
Yeah, it looked much better.
Which then helped line up where the board position is going to be for the flick. Whereas if you're trying to do it midair, it's hard to then have your hip open up to roll the board over.
Yeah, I think when I usually do them, I'm already like turning before I even pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to forget to do that. I think it's because like the way I do my 180s, I do them like that, where I'm like, I kind of like turn them in the air.
Yeah.
And it's just muscle memory from like doing them like that for so long.
Yeah, well, every trick's different too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of helping. It's not landing, but
That almost sounded like it was like a pressure scoop more of it than a pop. Oh.
Dude, I snapped my nose doing that like a month ago. Dude.
Oh, that was it.
It still felt like roly-poly.
There it is.
I guess we'll count that.
That was a good one.
I'm just frustrated with them. But basically, another thing which I found helps, and Dan Corrigan actually said this, was like apart from the front foot obviously like flicking in that spot, you gotta think about your back foot going from like this position, and as if like this one is like stuck and you're going here. So if you're doing the frontside flip, just like there to there. which helps you do them like rotated under your body without having to like try and like do them too far. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
One more clean one, and I want to try doing one switch because I found the flicking position actually helped my switch one quite a bit, because I used to do them more, I guess, off like the nose, which made it like not flick as good, but that like flick zone helps so much.
That's interesting, because I was like the opposite. I'd like switch frontside flips, couldn't do regular ones, and then because of the switch ones, it just clicked on the regular ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just like, oh, I just gotta do what I'm doing switch, and it just clicked. Yeah. It's that's hilarious. Polar opposite.
Dude. Okay. I'm like overthinking it and not listening to my own advice where to flick. Yeah,
oh, that was
it. Like that one actually snapped and flicked where I wanted it to.
Yeah, you could see where your foot was on that one.
Just gotta look down at the board. Remember to look down at the board and really like emphasize where you want to flick. It takes time like to have precision where to flick, right? But
it's just hours and hours of doing something to get the muscle memory.
that's it.
And even then, if you don't do it all the time, you lose it.
Yeah. Dude, like growing up, actually we were having this conversation the other day, how like, I mean, I would watch skate videos on repeat, right? But like, I wouldn't actually ever be the guy to like slow it down and like try and analyze the trick. I would just like watch the videos, get stoked, and just go out and try and like do them based on like memory / trial and error.
Yeah.
Whereas like, dude, nowadays, like I went online, I watched like skate content, and yeah, you have like X Games, you know, pro, Mitchy Brusco, Dan, Andy, all these people talking about how to do the trick, and then it just like unlocks tricks so much faster, and it just...
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, trial and error, it's a battle, but when somebody explains exactly like what you need to do, it just clicks.
Yeah, it just made me like change the frontside flip a lot quicker, whereas like when you do it a certain way for so many years, then it tends to be harder to change like your muscle memory, I guess, or your habits.
Yeah, bad habits too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
All right, one more clean one. Done properly.
And then you're gonna do a switch one?
Oh yeah, and then we'll do a switch one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, ghost zone. Oddly enough, I find doing them fakie helps a bit because it's easier to spot where to flick.
That makes sense.
Because like it's, I don't know if that's the way you're looking at your board, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, holding on. Let's go.
How's it going? Yeah, good. Trying to, yeah.
Looking solid, bro.
Thanks, man. All right.
Woo, that was a good one.
Switch. That one looked like I didn't know how to skate. All right, let's get a switch one.
I love when that happens. It's like you're trying a trick and it just makes it look like you're not knowing how to do like a certain trick.
Yeah.
So when I was like trying cancel flips, it makes me look like I don't know how to kick flip.
Which I don't even know what that trick is.
It's where you like kick with the front foot for a kick flip and then your back foot is moving up and kicking it back.
Oh, so like it starts the trick and then you're bringing it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So front foot kick flip, back foot cancels it halfway through and kicks it back.
Okay.
But yeah, like when you mess that up, it just looks like you just don't know how to kick flip.
I don't think I've ever tried that trick.
On the next trick tip, cancel flip.
Yeah, that's it. All right, I feel like the ground.
I do that too with switch. I always like have to get that pop. It's
yeah,
like,
I struggle with that. Like not even my nollie backside flips, I find I tend to ghost pop them.
Yeah.
I was doing the few earlier switch, and that's the thing. Like 50% of the time they ghost pop, so trying to like actually click the tail or the nose is the hardest thing I find. That one clicked. We heard the click.
Yeah.
I'm really curious how the audio is going to turn out with these, as far as like wind noise and.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, yeah, because it's pretty windy.
I do have like covers for them. Well, just curious to see how they'll go. All right, switch, front side flip. Dead zone, or ghost zone.
The ghost zone.
Or whatever we want to call it. Sometimes I just start from somewhere else, switches it up. Yeah, I'm ghost zoning. All right. I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm like too square and not like waiting to flick while I'm open. So like basically doing the switch pop, opening up, and then looking down and flicking at that ideal spot.
You're saying you mostly do it with like a ghost pop though?
How I used to do them, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, for example, like a nollie backside flip. I mean, that one kind of flicked, but
yeah.
I would, basically ghost pop them. Like,
yeah, there's like no pop there.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
But if you wait to rotate, so like really focus on the snap first, and then like while rotating and wait to flick rather, I find it helps it not ghost. Like, it's like a step-by-step. The flick, you're going to pop while you're popping, you're opening up and rotating, and then you're flicking. Whereas I'm trying to flick too soon and not rotate. That was like a pop, no flick.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude. You guys are watching me struggle.
All right, you got this.
Yeah. It really is because I'm trying to flick in that dead zone.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that one actually, I slowed down, but I was like, okay, really focus on flicking in the right spot, and it tended to work.
It did work. That was it.
See you, dude. All right.
I don't know why, but to me, it's like your front foot's so high up. I put mine so much lower. But it's like everybody has like their own unique way of doing stuff, right?
I could try putting a little lower, see if it maybe helps with my timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt awkward.
It felt awkward, yeah.
I find it's hard to like keep my balance if my feet are too close together, especially switch. But yeah, sometimes it helps to just like try a different foot position if like one's not working.
Yeah, no,
but I think I know what I'm doing wrong. It's just a matter of like not doing it.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like just ghost zone each time.
The cursed ghost zone.
Yeah, the curse of the ghost.
Woo, that was it. Woo, that was it.
See, that's how I tend to used to do them. I don't even know if the tail clicked there.
It sounded like it popped.
It sounded like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I think I know what helped me there. Just think frontside 180, like really, because in a front one, like typically I'm gonna rotate them all the way, right? Oh my God, that was a bad example, but
There you go.
so if I'm thinking about like fully bringing my body around, like what Dan said, this foot goes from here to here. Whereas if like you're not swinging that leg all the way around, you're gonna struggle to do it mid-air.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I'm struggling with. Watching me struggle. And if you guys have like tips for me or things that have helped you, like comment below. I'd love to hear, because I want to get better at this trick, because it's like such a good feeling trick when you land it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna do it this way. Maybe the ground is messing me up. Oh, yeah. It was definitely the ground.
Definitely the ground's fault, yeah.
You know when the ground kind of dips?
Yeah.
It like messes up your timing. Whereas like doing tricks uphill actually sometimes easier. Yeah, like it's catching my foot easier.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's flicking. I think I'm not keeping my weight over it, like I'm too much in the back seat as I'm trying to like catch up to it. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing wrong. So I was saying before how like I'm too much in the back seat, which then doesn't allow you to have weight in the front foot. That's why my flicks aren't really flicking.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of just like lazily on the board, whereas like I need to apply pressure equally into both feet, which is gonna then, in theory, snap it up. Dude, I'm starting to get frustrated. Fuck. Especially when like you go do a trick and every attempt looks the same, you're like, hey, just banging my head against the wall.
Oh.
Okay.
That had like no pop though, that's crazy.
That's how like, yeah, I used to do them, and I don't like the way they feel. Yeah, it's hard to combine the two where I'm actually like clicking the nose or the tail. What do you call that? You click in the nose, you click in the tail. It's switch. I don't know. I guess technically it's my nose, but
Yeah.
it's the tail because I'm going forward.
Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, the primo.
See, it like hit the ghost zone, but like I hovered over it waiting to hopefully hope that it came fully flicked around, but it didn't. Maybe I do need to put my foot lower, like you said, because if I'm trying to flick off that like ideal flicking spot, if my foot's too high, it wants to then
Go to the ghost zone.
exactly. Whereas if it's lower, it has more of a chance of hitting that concave and rolling over. I thought that was it.
Thank God it wasn't. Some scooter kid just snaked it.
I got a good snap on that one.
Yeah, that was a good pop. It's weird because like when I do my frontside flips, even switch, it's like I'm trying to think hard flip but turning, and then when I do a hard flip, I think 180 but without turning.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's just like a mental thing for me.
Interesting. Oh my God, my body didn't work on that one. I ghost bodied. That was sketchy though.
Yeah, but that was it. Yeah.
Too to be true, right?
Exactly, 2 to make it true.
That's it. Well, I hope that I motivated you to do some frontside flips. And if you learned something that I didn't teach you guys, then comment below because, yeah, I want to get better at them. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.